Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today is the third day, Yoga of Self-Control in the series of The Path to Reality. And we will think today about make change before they change you. This is the topic. See, words gather meaning with time and association with events. See, for example, we used to say Gandhi Topi. Gandhiji has chadhao topi to everybody. He has never put topi on himself. See? So, when we take any word, anything, it has to be understood with reference to that particular time. If we are not able to adapt ourselves to the present times, we become outdated and then we are very easily selected and shift deleted once for all. See, it is necessary that we have to adopt ourselves. Take few examples. When we think about yajna, normally what comes in front of our eyes? Make a hole in the soil and keep some bricks, and then all the antenna dharis sit around. You know, they sit around. And then there is one yajman, one yajmanin. Yajman means host and hostile. They sit together. And thereafter some mantras are chanted which we never understand. And they go on putting the things in the fire and a lot of smoke is created. And this is how we cleanse our cranium. This is normally the understanding of the word yajna. For the first time when I went to Assam, so they had never heard this kind of satsanga. They got only bhajan kirtan. No more satsanga. Even they got namghar, wherein the book Bhagavat is kept at a higher level and then it is tied down with a very good cloth, lest the knowledge may come out. See? So it is tied down properly, and above that one apple is kept as a paperweight, and only doing some arti and puja. They never studied anything because that is not a tradition there. So for the first time when I went there, so they said, you know, these Assamese people, they say for sir, they say her. See? And Bengalis for sir, they say sh. And Gujaratis for sh, they say sa. See the beauty of our country. One Gujarati was being taught German and he was told shule. He will say sule. Not sule. Shule. Sule. The teacher got tired and saw the name of that student was Shah. So now I can ask him, what is your family title? Sa. See? So these Assamese people, when they said that Swamiji, you are conducting yajna, so how much fire is required? What are the things you have to put inside? See? Bhagavan Sri Krishna uses the same term in Bhagavad Gita in a different context. The word is the same. Shreyan dravyamayad yajnayad jnana yajna parantapa sarvam karma kilam partha jnane parisamapyate. So, jnana yajna, in the fire of knowledge, we burn away the whole ignorance and the effects of ignorance. See? And for this, who is qualified? For the Dravya Yajna, you require a specific qualification. If it is a Ashwamedh Yajna to be done, it can be done only by the Kshatriyas. See? Everybody cannot do it. If it is a Vaishya Stoma Yajna, only Vaishyas can do it. But this Jnana Yajna, who is qualified? Bhagavan says in 4th chapter that Api chedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakruttamaha. If you are holding a doctorate in committing sins, Api chedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakruttamaha. See, first of all, graduation, post-graduation, and doctorate and post-doctorate. If that is your qualification, you are the fittest person for this yajna, jnana yajna. See? So what is this yajna? This word which was used traditionally, the same word is brought in the context of the present life. See, in the same manner, the world is constantly changing and we have no choice. See, in the 10th chapter of Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks about his presence in different ways. There are 74 examples he has given. And one example is Niti Rasmi Jigishatam. I am the perfect planning for the future. Nowhere he talks about the tradition and the Sanskriti and our samskar. How long are we going to talk about our past? See, this is very important. The real success in life is not what you were in the past. The real success in life is what you are in the context of the today. That is important. So today is meant for planning for the future. See? So when we plan for the future, we cannot plan for the future keeping the data of the past in front of us. No. We have to see the present condition. See? Otherwise, you will see most of the places why the old people are outdated. They are not wanting to adapt themselves to the present time. See? Many people are having computer phobia. Elderly people. Beta, tum karo, usko email likh do. As if you know that computer is going to bounce on you or what. A simple rule is, any key you press, it will never go wrong. See? And yet we are so afraid because we are not wanting to change ourselves. And if somebody is changing, then we are like the Indian crabs. You know Indian crabs? Once I was in some school, they were showing me the live specimens of the snakes and the earthworms and the frogs and crabs and all that, and explaining, and I was not listening to them as you are listening to me. You laugh for no reason. So, when I was listening, and then there were some crabs, most of them were covered, labeled. Korean crabs, then Taiwanese, and then the Malaysian, like that. And there was one jar, Indian crabs. So I was interested in Indian crabs. And there was no lid on that. So I said, hey, you have forgotten the lid. It will get away. No, Swamiji, they are Indian crabs. Indian crabs are those, if somebody goes up, pull him down. Automatically they are taken care of. See? So if we are living today, we have to adapt ourselves today. See? You have seen, I do all these gimmicks. Camera means what is mine? It's a Hindi word. Camera. See? So when I am doing all these things, one Babaji told me, Swamiji, you fix your camera and you record, it doesn't look good. I said, then don't look at me when I am doing that. Look somewhere else. See? Just imagine, during the time of Bhagwan Shankaracharya or Bhagwan Vedavyasa, digital science was well advanced as it is now. Imagine. I guarantee you, Bhagwan Shankaracharya would have recorded his all commentary and talks as I am doing now. I guarantee you. Because that time he wrote, is it not? Because those facilities were available. Therefore, what is required is we are able to adapt ourselves to the present situation. And it is required. There is no option for us. See? And once we are ready to adopt and change ourselves, then we are fit for the present moment. See? And therefore, when we are with our children, why our children have deleted us? Is only because we are outdated. See? We have to remain in tune with them. See, one day somewhere I went and after I spoke to that girl and they had some problem and I fixed it and all that. After I went, I got the feedback. Oh, this is a high-tech Swami. Why all Swamis are not like that? See? Now what I have done, nothing great. It is any dumb fellow can operate computer. On the other hand, all those who operate computers it's not a big deal. See? What is required is we are able to match, then only we can communicate, we can be in touch with the world. See? And this I learned. I didn't know this technique. Change before they change you. So this technique I learned from one child. Those days I was new in my profession. And therefore only whatever is read and by-hearted, Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, Kuru, that is all, nothing more. But now I have become professional. All bluffs come spontaneously. No efforts are required. So when that child, I was telling some story, Dhruva. Children means tell Dhruva story. And one child got a Bombay children are very smart. And today management also, that is the word they use. We don't want people who work hard. We want those people who work smart. That means kill others and go ahead, smart. See? So when I was telling the stories about Dhruva and Prahlad and all that, Swamiji, one question. What is that? I don't believe in Dhruva's story. He was standing on one leg. And you showed like this thing. He was standing on one leg. So, one leg, on two legs he cannot stand quite. And he was standing on one leg. It is impossible. Then, second story, you told about Prahlad. His father was like this, like this. I can't trust. No father can be cruel like his father. It is not possible. And the worst thing that you told, Bhagwan Krishna, when there were heavy rains, he lifted that Govardhan on his small little finger and everybody was protected. When he lifted the finger, I will go to bathroom. And he was holding it for 7 days. I can't believe this. Now you cannot condemn that child. You cannot condemn. We have to talk that language which the children understand. See? From that day onwards, I have stopped giving examples from our scriptures. See? And yet the old fellows hold on to those examples. Examples are meant for understanding and going ahead. One day one person asked me one question, Swamiji, are you miserable sometime? I said, definitely. It is not only your monopoly. I am also miserable. So when are you miserable? I said, I am miserable when somebody asks me to explain a joke. See? And this dumb thing you will see in USA and also in Europe. They will say something out of fun and they say, no, I was kidding. The whole joke is killed. See, joke has to be understood. It is not to be told. It is something like, my wife, she's a very good artist, Now see, this picture she has drawn. Then I ask, oh, so lovely picture. Whose picture is that? You don't know? This is Mahatma Gandhi's picture. When Mahatma Gandhi's picture requires a label, how terrible that picture must be. See, friends. So when we are in the presence of a particular type of people, we have to adopt ourselves. See? And when we are not able to adopt ourselves, we are ruled out. See? Then we are like what? We are like the icebergs. You know what is an iceberg? Iceberg is hardly 1/3 above the level and 2/3 below. And life is not supported by iceberg. Life is supported by the waters. Then when we are iceberg, we stand out from the general pool of water. And we never support the life. And this is called as the strong ego. See, in today's world, everything is e-commerce, email, ego. See? And this is how we are all the time going back and not able to adopt ourselves in the present so that we become fit for the future. It is for this purpose Bhagavan Sri Krishna brought out this topic for Arjuna. And see, the topic is so beautiful. Normally, when we talk about yajna, this is the word traditionally used in the Vedas. Now, this word used by Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita towards the end of Dwapar Yuga. See? And there what he brought out, because the word is familiar now. See? Like if I use some digital word before the youngsters, they feel very much at home. See? Swamiji, what is the laptop you use? No, I use any one, but I have got Apple, Macintosh, MacBook. You have got Apple? They look at me as if I am Sakshat Bhagwan. Because they have only seen that Macintosh only in the advertisement. They have never even touched that. See, friends. What is required is we have to communicate our wisdom in the language which is understood by the people. That is important. There is to be one Mahatma Ji, he is no more, so I can always talk ill about him. See, this is one very simple topic. How the world is bad and we are good. You don't have to prepare this topic, anytime you can talk. So, he was extremely against English, completely. These people are talking in English, our Gita, our Upanishad, our Brahma Sutras, and it is a Mlecha Bhasha and should not be used, blah, 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 blah. As the time passed, one day, and he used to like me very much. Whenever he will be in Bombay, I will go and take his darshan, and whosoever are sitting with him, he will say, यदि आज पूरे भारत वर्ष में अंग्रेजी में भगवद गीता के विचार का प्रस्तुतिकरण आपको सुनना है तो हमारे स्वामी अनुभवानंद जी महाराज के जैसा न भूतो न भविष्यति, ऐसा कहते थे. The same person who used to earlier condemn, and then he wanted to translate his Sanskrit Gita commentary into English. And then he told me, you please do this work or you guide somebody and all that. Then he said, English is a language which is understood by the masses. We have to adopt that. See, friends, Bhagavan Shankaracharya told the same thing. Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukrung karane. Dukrung karane is a language. It is one of the dhatu part in the Sanskrit dictionary. And there dukrung, this is the dhatu, the root, and the meaning is karane. See, for doing, this is used. So this is only language. In what language you talk is not important. What you talk, that is important. See, friends. And it is here we are nationally committing a terrible crime. See, imagine Mahatma Gandhi had not studied English. C. Rajagopalachari has not studied English. Then Rabindranath Tagore had not studied English. C.V. Raman had not studied English. Just imagine. Will be they able to communicate with each other? See? When Mahatma Gandhi will talk in Gujarati to C. Rajagopalachari, he will not understand and he will also not understand. See, friends, the importance is how we are able to adapt ourselves in the present situation. Today, India is having +1 point ahead of China only because of the language, English, that the Indians are having mastery over. It's because of that. See? And all our so-called netas, see? They wanted to have, no, we should have only our mother tongue in the school and all that thing. But their children, they will say, for the father tongue. The Christian priests are called as fathers, is it not? Father tongue. Apna to mother tongue hota hai. See, friends, our Swami Vivekananda used to say in his writing, 2 things will remain in this world. One is Vedanta and second is English language. Yes, Sanskrit is good, there is no doubt about it. But is it fit for the masses? If it was fit for the masses, why it is rooted out? Nobody has worked against Sanskrit. Has anybody worked against Sanskrit? Nobody has worked. See, that classical language has a particular purpose, it is fulfilled. So now in today's world, we have to adapt ourselves what is required. See, friends. And therefore, when Bhagavan Krishna started giving instruction to Arjun, he used that word which was commonly heard and known by Arjun. And in that, he says, hey Arjun, see, in this world there are 3-4 types of people. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam gunakarma vibhagashaha. This humanity is classified according to the mode and the activities they are expert in. Now take one example. The botanist or the zoologist, they have classified the plant kingdom or the animal kingdom in different genera, species, etc., family, etc. Should we say that they had created division among animals? It is a classification based on some criteria. So they have said, first of all, the animal kingdom we have come here. Then in animal kingdom, then they are divided the vertebrates and non-vertebrates. Then among the vertebrates they have taken the mammals and then the avians and the amphibians, and in this manner slowly they are divided. And after having gone there again they are divided. Should we say that these scientists are responsible for creating division among animals? No, it is just an observation. And classification is done for a proper understanding. In the same manner, see, there are 4 types of people in this world. Those who are predominantly knowledge and intelligence oriented, predominantly. They are labeled like, we label mammals, amphibians, etc. In the same manner, they are labeled as Brahmins. They are predominantly intelligence oriented. Second thing, there are people who are predominantly dynamism oriented. But that dynamism is not for the selfish purpose, but for the betterment of all. Such people are labeled as the Kshatriyas. Then the third type of people, those who are dynamic but selfishness oriented, they are called as Vaishyas. And the fourth people are government servants. See, who is a government servant? He who doesn't want to work. This scene you want to see, you go to Calcutta. I was there, I still remember that wonderful experience. I had to go to their some office for getting something sorted out. So I went there, and then one Mr. Mukherjee was sitting with his head on his hands like this. So I said, excuse me. Then I said in Bengali, Moshe bhalo achen. Even then he did not. Finally I thought, let me physically move him. So I moved him. I said, this paper, you do some action on this thing. He showed me the fan. There was no electricity. He said, unless the electricity moves, the fan moves, my mouth will not open. See? That day I discovered in Calcutta, you have got Mukherjee, Banerjee, Chatterjee, but there is no energy. See. Such people are called as Shudra. Shudra, this is a technical term. Shudra doesn't mean scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. This is a gift of our great politicians. Shudra means those who are constantly complaining about something or the other, they are called as Shudra. Now see, is it not happening the same thing? See, we want reservation for everything. See, for death, no. See, friends, therefore, this classification is based on Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. Guna, what are the gunas? What is our mode of knowledge? Are we knowledge oriented, action oriented, selfishness oriented, or only service oriented? See? So why I call government servants as scheduled caste or the Shudra? Because there is no inspiration in them. So if you want to destroy any organization, take a retired person to manage your affairs of that organization. That organization will be dead in no time. Because that is how they have trained themselves. There is no inspiration. Life is lived mechanically. Only security is the only thing. See, friends. Therefore, the old thing is Chaturvarnya, and the same thing in today's world. Don't we see in today's world those who are the thinkers? Then those who are the leaders. The third, those who are the industrialists or the traders. And fourth category, the government servants. It is the same thing. There is nothing new. And when we classify somebody, we don't condemn anybody. See, friends, I have 4 sons. Eldest one I introduced to my friend. He is doing doctorate in, I don't know, something he is doing. Those who are good for nothing, they go for PhD. I am very clear about it. Instead of earning money, you go for PhD. And what do you drink out of PhD? Only one thesis. No contribution. Anyway, continue. So, this fellow... So, he is, doing his PhD. And the second one, he is busy in his graduation. The third one is in, I think, in his 12th standard. And a small one is, I think, in class 2 or 3. So when I introduce like this, do I mean that I am insulting the small child and glorifying the eldest one? See, it is not an insult. These are the stages through which we have to go in life. But instead of educating the masses in the right manner, we are creating a mass confusion. See, friends. And therefore, we have to change today our understanding of our scriptures, our understanding of life. See? And therefore, it is necessary that we are able to change and ready to change two things. Many times we are ready to change. Swamiji, I want to change, but I cannot, Gussa jab aata hai na, main bhul jata hu. But I don't want to become angry. Now I become so angry. Now don't become angry on me. Cool. See, these two things are required to understand this principle. Make change before they change you. They change you means they give you a DCM. You know DCM? In Australia, they call it DCM or a pink slip. DCM means on Friday evening when you are going, at the gate, the watchman stops you. Excuse me, sir, this is the slip. DCM. Don't come on Monday. You are fired. So, we have to adopt ourselves in the present situation, and for that we must update ourselves every day in whatever field we are working. See, it's very necessary, friends. You know what happens many times? When you talk to the people, like my profession. My profession is a profession of bluffs. One day, one lady got very angry with me on this. Swamiji, why do you say it is bluff? We are so much benefited and all that. I said, that is what is called as bluff. I don't agree. I said, I can prove it. What is God? That which cannot be spoken of about anything, isn't it? Na tatra vag gacchati, na mana gacchati, na chakshur gacchati. So all your senses and faculties fail to comprehend God. Therefore, whatever you talk about God is a bluff. Second thing, this world is an illusion. About illusion, you cannot talk the truth. Suppose I say, the other day I went, in the Sahara desert and I harvested with a special technique the mirage waters. And then I bottled them. And then we have analyzed the quality of the mirage waters. And they say it is very good for a headache. Now all that I said, it is a bluff because mirage water is merely an illusion. See? And don't we say, suppose you take a spoon, and if you are a Punjabi, you take a sapoon. Punjabi don't take spoon. Who was asked me this morning only in Bombay, Swamiji, why these Punjabis, he only was driving me, one Punjabi friend, I went for some marriage. He said, why these Punjabis, break the word? I said, look here, they only don't break, they make also. The Jodakshar is Todakshar and Todakshar is Jodakshar. See? Station, Satation. And Bareli, Breli. Why that Bareli has become Breli and the station has become Satation? See? That is the genius of our country. So when we are talking or using the language which is adopted in today's world, then we are fit and then we can communicate. Otherwise, if, one Mahatma was telling me that, Swamiji, excuse me, but you should follow certain norms. So what are the norms? Am I abnormal or what? No, our scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, शास्त्र है, उसको इतना हंसी मजाक में नहीं बताना चाहिए. I said, okay, next time onward, I will not laugh and not allow anybody to laugh. After he went, there was one Kamandalu with me. Anybody who's with me is called as Kamandalu. So there was one Kamandalu, and the Kamandalu said, Swamiji, why didn't you tell that man like that? I said, look here, he was elder than me. About elderly people, you should never argue. You cannot change an old person. Then what can we do for the old people? Pray to the Lord. You cannot change them. See, there is no point in wasting our time and energy on that issue. No, but when he said something, there must be some meaning. I said, meaning is for everything. Then I said, look here. If you have studied Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna did not tell Bhagavad Gita in a crying tone. See, Arjuna's words, how they are read and what is meant by those words. See, when Arjuna sees this whole number of people in front of him, Bhagavan says, you want to fight with whom? Come on, these are your nears and dears, fight with them. And the moment he sees his nears and dears, how the chanting goes, the Gita chanting, Krupaya paraya vishta vishidanidam abravit Arjuna uvacha drushtve swajanam Krishna yuyutsam samupastitam sidanti mamagatrani mugam cha parishushati vepatuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate. This is, he was crying. Nobody can sing while crying except in the Hindi movies. So he is talking, I am so miserable, I am so disgusted, how can I kill them? They are very near and dear to me, I don't think it is right. And he was non-stop crying throughout the first chapter. See? And after he has finished his crying, Bhagavan Krishna, should he join with him the same manner? See, it is something like this. Take example to understand. One man means one husband. Because there are two types of people in this world, those who are married and those who are happy. So, one husband came and he told me, Swamiji, I am so disgusted with my wife and I am really miserable. I don't know what I should do to make her happy. And he started crying, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, etc. And then I have replied him in two ways. First, like a Mahatma. So what I will talk to him, look here, you are unnecessarily becoming serious. Husband is not a proper noun. It is a common noun. See? Why are you becoming miserable? See? And you are not husband 24/7. So when you are in front of your wife, you play the role of being a husband. And what is the role? Don't utter a single word. Yes, yes. And you don't have to listen to say yes. You go on talking, yes, yes. Time pass ho jata hai. That is how life is. And if you are showing that you are happy, it will be dangerous for you. So you should always maintain that husband look. And then he will come out of his miseries. Yes, Swamiji, I will try that. Then I am a wise man because I have pulled him out of his miseries, is it not? Suppose I reply in this manner. He comes and starts crying, Swamiji, I am so miserable because of my wife, I don't know what I should do. Then I also start telling, Hey, don't tell anybody, I am also miserable. I have no wife. When I will compete with his misery, will I be a Mahatma? See, friends, we have to understand this principle. This principle was understood by Bhagavan Krishna. Therefore, when Arjuna was crying, Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe Dronam Cha Madhusudana, Bhagavan Krishna did not become miserable. He was enjoying with a chewing gum in his mouth. See? He was not suffering. If you have got any doubt, go back to Dwapar Yuga. You can see him there. See? Chewing gum, gum is a Hindi word. It's not an English word. It's a Hindi word. Chewing gum, jo gum chabata hai. See? See? So when Bhagavan Krishna has to talk to Arjuna, he did not talk in his note. There was no jugalbandi of miserable people. How Bhagavan Krishna started? Klaibyam masmagam partha na etatvai upapadyate kshudram hृदय daurbalyam tyaktvotishtha parantapa. See? If you have to bring out somebody who is miserable out of his misery, you should never sympathize with his misery and miserable status. Bring him out. That is what is required. See, friends, normally what we do is this. Somebody is miserable, we go and tell, अरे तुम्हारे बीबी तुमको मारती है, कहाँ लगा? Don't sympathize. See, we have to bring that fellow out of his miserable condition. And therefore, Sanjay very clearly tells. He said, when Arjuna has thus started crying, and it is said, Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha prahasanniva bharata senayor ubhayor madhye vishidantam idam vachaha. To that miserable, disgusted Arjuna, who was completely psychologically a wreck, broken and frustrated and wanted to commit suicide and go to Rishikesh in the Swargashram, he wanted to go there. Now to that frustrated fellow, Bhagavan Krishna started how prahasan iva bharata, with a smile on the face and confidence in the heart. See, that is required. And who can do this? He who has confidence alone can have a smile on the face. He who doesn't have confidence, he has got only wrinkles, a husband face. See? One day I was going somewhere, I saw one big billboard and I was laughing. I said, say, what a beautiful cartoon. My friend, what cartoon, Swamiji? This is only an advertisement of Will cigarette made for each other. What is the cartoon there? I said, you don't have eyes to see because you are a husband. He said, what is the cartoon? I said, what is shown there? That husband and wife, they are sitting together and laughing. Is it possible? Therefore, this world is full of joy. And we can discover it if, now be very attentive, if we are able to be fit to live in the present. See, if we have to live in the present, we have to adapt ourselves. Otherwise, the same thing one VHP fellow has told me. Somewhere they called me for lecture. Swamiji, please bring this topic. What is the topic? Our ladies are cutting their hair. It is not according to our religion. So I started. Hindu religion does not talk about hairstyle anywhere in all the scriptures. That if the ladies cut their hair, Hindu dharma is gone. जो धर्म बाल बाल में बचा है वो धर्म See, I said, you are talking about these girls that they are cutting their hair. Why did you leave your lungi and dhoti and then you put Bermuda? Of all the things, all the Bermuda people, they must be the descendants of Dada Khondke from Bombay. That nadi comes out. See, friends, we have to very clearly understand that to adopt ourselves means we are fit to live today. See, and to live in a fit manner today, we must be able to tune ourselves in today's world. What are the things in today's world? One is language. Second is the business. The third is the advancement. And fourth is the culture. In these four things, we have to adapt ourselves. See? Like, the other day some lady said, Swamiji, you know so many filmy songs, I said, I'm so sorry. What else can I say? Why we should see something bad in anything? Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says that Pranavaha sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurusham nrishu. The Paramatma is manifesting not only as Om in the Vedas, but also every sound is His expression. That is the vision. But instead of that, once we get into the wrong note of finding faults and condemning everything, then we are not fit to live in today's world. See, friends. Therefore, you see many places when we go, Swamiji, do you take food on the table? I said, no, I sit below the table. On the table. Sitting on the table is not going to destroy my culture, my religion, my whatever I am. See? But unnecessary, the non-essentials, they become primary in our life. See, friends. Therefore, let us adapt ourselves to every situation. And for that, we have to update ourselves. What is in today's world? See? If I start giving you examples from the Bhashya written by Bhagwan Shankaracharya so many 100 years before, if I tell you those examples and tell you, then next time you say, Swamiji, वो आपका जो पहला मोड है ना वो ले आना, ये बड़ा difficult है. See, friends, the purpose is only to communicate, whether we are communicating or miscommunicating. So whether it is a language, whether it is our customs, and in this manner, we start remaining absolutely fit in the present. And when we are living in the present, we are able to adopt ourselves beautifully. See? Now, for example, when you are driving car in Ahmedabad, a simple way to adopt is never follow the traffic rules. If you follow the traffic rule, you will be hit from behind, And then the further, hey, Beogu, why are you standing there? It was red. Then you charge like a bull. Go ahead. See? Instead of adopting ourselves, everywhere we go and we start comparing. Comparison doesn't allow us to stay in the present. I have a very good friend in Australia, in Newcastle. He is a Sardaji and he is a pharmacist rather. And he is having his own shop and is a very close friend of mine. So last so many years I know him. So when his son was hardly in class 7 or so, first time when I went, so his mother, father told Swamiji is coming to our house. So he was very excited. And I was very tired as usual, running from here, there. I landed, I said, Mama, I'll sleep till the lecture begins. You tell me, half an hour, I'll get up, finish and give the lecture. I want to sleep. And now this young boy, class 6, class 7, he was waiting for me to come. And when he came home, and Mummy said, don't disturb. No disturb. Swamiji ko kuch nahi hota. You don't worry. And he came, Swamiji, get up. Let us play football. I said, what football, where I? And then he physically pulled me out. I said, okay, let's go. Then I went with him. And we played for some time. And then I said, hey, look here, now I am tired. Now you tell me something. Do you go to India? Yes, we go every year. Then what is new thing you can tell me? Something which has caught your mind. And that boy is so brilliant and so intelligent. He says, Swamiji, I have observed one thing. When we are in India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. Is it not we do this? And this comparison doesn't allow us to be fit anywhere. You must have seen, the NRIs who come to our country. See? When they come, you can smell an NRI. Because he's having all the funny kind of sprays on him, Begon spray and all, I don't know. See? And they have got a very funny kind of look, as if, where are these people from? And we are from somewhere very advanced country where we washed our lavatories. See? They are never at home here. And there also they are not at home. See, back home it was like that. Then you come and stay here. See, did I tell you the book I had written, Autobiography of a Gujarati? Did I tell you? I am a Gujarati born in Navsari. I don't know. Every Gujarati is born in Navsari. I am also one of them. And then I was not happy in Navsari, so I came to Ahmedabad. Here also I am not happy. Then I went to Mumbai. A Gujarati never goes to Bombay. He goes to Mumbai only. Then after I have gone to Mumbai, then there also I was not happy. Then I went to America. There also I was not happy. I wanted a green card. Then I got the green card. Then I am satisfied. No, I want to get the citizenship. And I worked hard and I got the citizenship. By then I was 65. Then let us go back to Navsari. See, this is the autobiography of every Gujarati. See, let us understand this, that we have to be at home wherever we are, rather than struggling, comparing, and getting frustrated. No. See, friends. And when this principle is adopted by us, like Bhagavan Krishna adopted, then Arjuna was instructed in the language what he knew, yajna. But then it was given a new dimension. And what was the dimension? First he explained, there are different types of yajnas. Dravya yajna, wherein you burn the fire and put all the ahutis and burn them to ashes, and then self-control yajna, and then prana, apana, that kind of yajna. A dozen of them are enumerated, and ultimately Bhagavan said, Shreyan dravyamayad yajna jnana yajna parantapa. Hey Arjun, the real yajna is the yajna of knowledge. And what is the yajna of knowledge? Be very attentive. We all are carrying 3 wrong notion load on our head. Why 3, 4? One wrong notion is about ourselves, as to what we are. Second wrong notion we have is about what the world is. See? Normally we hear this thing. The world is too much for me. Don't take. See? But why me? Why not? You are the most suitable person to be miserable. So, wrong notion about our identity, wrong notion about the world, wrong notion about God. In Gujarat, there is no God, God. That's what they say, no? Gross body. It is so sweet when you hear it from the original Gujarati. It's very sweet. So, wrong notion about ourselves, wrong notions about the world, wrong notion about the God, and wrong notion about the spiritual practice. See, we are all leading a notional life. And if the notions are wrong, life cannot be beautiful. See, friends. And therefore, this is the fuel of ignorance. This is the fuel of ignorance, and it has to be burnt in the fire of knowledge. See how Bhagavan Krishna brought the old world in that context so that he can tell Arjuna. And if you study Bhagavad Gita systematically, you will see the thought development is so perfect and so beautiful. And in that, when he brings, first of all, he tells them, you have to do your duty sincerely for a time pass, don't worry too much, and finish it off and enjoy, and slowly, when he comes, then he tells, now you are qualified to understand. What you have to understand? That Shreyam Dravyamaya Jnana Yajna Parantapa Sarvam Karma Khilam Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. How long are we going to bother ourselves about karma? How long? One old lady told me this thing. Swami, you people only tell us do your kartavya karma and you should give sanskar to the children and grandchildren. But how long? Before they ask you to go away, stop. See, most of the people, those who claim that they are protecting our culture and they are giving our culture to the next generation, it is